Something is happening at Chelsea and it's not making sense. Fabrizio says the goalkeeper story is not over and also confirmed Chelsea are still in the market for a striker. Now Nkunku is being discussed by Manchester United. West Ham wants Sanchez, Bayern wants Malo Gusto, Wesley scouted and Vlahovic linked. Emegha plan for 2026. That's 8 different angles in the last 48 hours. Is this a strategy or is it just chaos? Because from outside looking in, this feels more like reaction than vision. Let's break it all down. Who is being watched, who is being pushed, and what Chelsea transfer window is really shaping up to be. Smash the like button, subscribe, let's see 3K sub because things are getting messier and mysterious at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are back in for Vlahovic, but let's not fool ourselves. Is this even realistic? Chelsea remain attentive to Vlahovic's situation and could under certain conditions be tempted by the opportunity. Let's talk about those conditions. Vlahovic to Chelsea, here we go again. Look, we have been here before. Summer 23 link deal collapsed over price and personal terms. January 2024 brief talks went nowhere. Now Juventus are open to business and Chelsea are watching. But watching is all we might do because this deal is dead on arrival. The injury record is a major red flag. Vlahovic might look like a perfect striker on paper. 6'3", left-footed, clinical finisher, 17 goals in all competition last season despite Juventus chaos. Aggressive presser fits the Premier League profile. But dig deep. Recurring groin problems, fled in 2023-2024 season, missed over 45 days of action across 2 campaigns, lack rhythm and sharpness after every injury spell. This isn't me speculating. Juventus fans has been frustrated with his stop and start availability. Chelsea can't afford another striker who's in and out of the treatment room. We have seen this movie before, Bruja, Nkunku, and even Jackson with his inconsistency. But even if we ignore Vlahovic injuries, Vlahovic is on a monster salary. Report says 220 to 250 per week. Chelsea's strict wage structure blown apart if he arrives. We walked away from Osimhen and Nico Williams partly over wage demands. So why would Chelsea shatter the wage ceiling for a player with fitness concern? It's not happening unless Vlahovic accepts a massive pay cut, which is unlikely. Juventus lowered their fees significantly, another target completely fell through. Which brings me to the reality. The deal is off unless something drastic changes. Why are Chelsea interested, you may ask? It's strategic. Keep tab in case Juventus get desperate. Use Vlahovic's name to apply pressure elsewhere. Explore option but maintain control. No panic buy. But a full-blown Vlahovic chills. Highly doubtful unless he takes a wage splash and proves his fitness. I get the temptation. A big striker, area threat, clinical in the box. But Chelsea can't afford another half-fit attacker on unsustainable wages. We have just reviewed the wage model and we can't blue it for nostalgia or desperation. Unless Vlahovic tick 2 boxes. Consistent fitness, sensible wage demand. This is one to leave on the back burner. West Ham want Robert Sanchez. Where do I sign? I will gladly drive him there myself. According to the Times, West Ham are considering making a move for Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez. I swear if this club have sense, they should have Sanchez packed and ready to go by tomorrow morning. Let's be honest, Sanchez has been nothing short of a disaster class sign. Signed for £25 million to solve the goalkeeping problem, but in reality, he added to the chaos. Poor shot stopping, questionable positioning, no real command of the box. The highlight reel, shaky performance, panic indulging in goal kicks, and blunders we are still recovering from. And let's not forget, this season alone, Chelsea fans has begged for Petrovic to replace him, counted the 9 points the club bizarrely claimed he saved us, watched him concede soft goals on repeat. It's painful to say, but he's our number 1. And it's only because we have no better option. I'll be real with you, give Sanchez away for 20 million, pay West Ham £20 million for their inconvenience, help him pack his bag myself. That's how much I want this guy gone. He's killing our backline confidence, and as much as Sanchez is between the sticks, Chelsea ambition will hit a ceiling. Here is where things get interesting. West Ham are considering the move, but it's still early stage. They need a goalkeeper, but their budget isn't huge. Chelsea know they need an upgrade, so this it's perfect storm. Sanchez wants regular football, West Ham need a shot stopper, Chelsea need to reset between the posts. Simple solution, let him go, reinvest, move forward. The club need to stop holding on to mediocrity for no reason. Sanchez isn't the future, and he's not even the present. If West Ham wants him, Chelsea must take the offer, reinforce with a real number 1, close this disastrous chapter of shaking goalkeeping. Manchester United want Nkunku, and let's be real, I didn't see this one coming. Manchester United has begun initial talk for the French international Christopher Nkunku. United contacted his entourage to discuss the terms of a possible transfer, no offer yet. Let's break this one clearly, because while this sounds shocking, when you actually look closer, it's not that wild. Nkunku arrives as one of our mannequin signings. Bundesliga player of the season, goal machine at Leipzig, expected to solve Chelsea attacking problem. But what actually happened? Injury, setback, inconsistency, missed most of the season with that knee injury, came back never fully fit, flashes of brilliance, but not enough rhythm. Finished the season with 14 goals and 5 assists across limited appearances. And listen, I like Nkunku. The talent is undeniable, but at this point, it has been stop and start development, struggle to fit in, uncertain over his role under Enzo Maresca. So if United coming with serious money, I'm listening. Here is what we know. Nkunku is under contract until 2029. Chelsea paid over £50 million, so they want a profit. United are desperate for attacking option after a disappointing season. They have opened talks with Nkunku's camp, but no official bid yet. And I'll be real, I'd rather Nkunku go abroad if he's leaving. No threatening direct rivals, but football is business. If United pay up, and I'm talking about £65 to £70 million minimum, if Chelsea reinvest that properly, and if Nkunku wants the move, that's fine, I can live with it. Selling him now is risky. His value is low after injuries. Letting him go to a rival could backfire if he explodes at Manchester United. But keeping him without guarantee of fitness, that's gamble too. Chelsea need to think smart. If Nkunku is part of Maresca's system, stick with him. If doubt over his role and durability, cash in, but for the right price. Bayern has been scouting Malo Gusto, who could leave Chelsea this summer. No departure yet, not a priority currently. Let's unpack that, because this right back situation just took another turn. Let's start with the player himself. Last season, Gusto's form dropped significantly. Yes, he showed promise in the 2023-2024 season. 9 assists, defensive solidarity. But this term, inconsistency, frustrating and unreliable. Often targeted defensively, errors leading to goal, such as at Aston Villa where he failed to block a crucial pass. Fan backlash, Conference League final, hooked at halftime after a generational disaster class. He still did work, pace, stamina, tackling, but his attacking end product vanished. Passing and dribbling accuracy dropped sharply. Some saw glimpses of composure mid-season, but mostly it was a season of decline. Bayern scouting him suggests they see potential behind the noise. Gusto is young, fast, athletic, aggressive in defense, under contract and affordable. Chelsea paid €26 million for him. Bayern could sweep this summer, and Bayern sees him as a bargain before he loses his value. Now the question is, do Chelsea let him go? This is where things get tactical. Chelsea hasn't set a price or confirmed departures, but the interest from Bayern Munich could trigger a decision. If Bayern offer 25 million to 40 million, that's steady profit and could fund upgrade elsewhere. The risk, Gusto could still rebound under Maresca. Fans believe he has the tools, pace, stamina, defensive grit, but needs confidence and a proper role. So it's a balancing act. Hold and hope he rediscovers his form, or cash in and reinvest. He's selling smart, yes, but if you could cover the role and upgrade, because Gusto is no longer untouchable. But is he replaceable? Only if we actually sign a proven right back, not just depth. Who is lined up, you may ask? Maybe Wesley from Flamingo, but that's still speculative. If Bayern steps in and Chelsea don't respond, it could be a sleep. Malo Gusto is at crossroad, still young with raw athletic potential. Came off a deep season filled with mistakes and fan frustration. Bayern interest could trigger a sell, but if Chelsea moves swiftly. For now, he's still a right back, but not locked in, and the summer window decision may define his future. Sometimes, it's not about hate, but it's about knowing when the chapter ends. After the Flamingo match, where Nicolas Jackson picked up a needless red card, reminded us all the same recklessness we saw against Newcastle, the conversation has changed. Nicolas Jackson's future is in doubt. Juventus has probed him, made enquiries. Napoli are also interested, but Juventus are ahead. According to the Mariazzo, Sky Cave equally added, they actually question mark on his long-term future, not because of the red card, but because so many clubs want striker this summer. And ever-reliable Fabrizio added, Chelsea wants above 47 to 51 million pounds. Italian clubs like him, but can't afford him unless Chelsea lower the price. So now let's talk about Jackson and why his future is hanging by a thread at Chelsea. This isn't just about one moment, it's about timing of that moment. Jackson got himself sent off against Flamengo, a Club World Cup knockout game, and not long before that, he's already serving suspension in the Premier League for red card against Newcastle, a game we also lost. Now I'm not here to pile on the guy. He works hard, he runs, he presses. But the reality is, this isn't you. Poor decision making, poor finishing, hot-headed moments, and now the patience is wearing thin. Not just with the fans, but with the club. Let's not get it twisted. Jackson isn't a flop. Scored 15 goals in all competition last season. But that number hides the truth. The miss-hitters, the heavy touches, the lack of control in big moments. And when Chelsea start shopping for a new number 9, it's not about replacing, it's about upgrading the mentality. But here's the catch. Chelsea has slapped a price tag on his head. 47 to 51 million pounds. That's smart business. Now here is where I get honest. Do I want Jackson gone? Not necessarily. But do I think he's the long-term answer? If we want to win the league again, absolutely not. He's not clinical, he's not composed, and when under pressure, he crumbles. We have seen it all. Against Arsenal, against Liverpool, even in routine games. Yes, he runs channels, yes, he walks, but this club needs killers up front, not chaos. And I know some will say he's still young, he will improve. But ask yourself, do title-challenging clubs wait for strikers to improve? Or do they buy ones who are already elite? That's why I've been shouting for Victor Osimhen. A true number 9, ruthless, leader, killer instinct, not learning on the job but delivering from day one. If a club like Juventus or a Premier League side puts 50 million plus bid, don't be surprised if Jackson is sold quietly and quickly. This is a board that doesn't like to waste time, and if they can turn Jackson into profit to fund a move for Osimhen or even Gyökeres or even a Jonathan David, they will do it, especially if Maresca doesn't fully trust him going forward. This isn't hate, this isn't agenda, this is the truth. Nicolas Jackson has done his job, but Chelsea need better. If we are serious about winning trophy, we need a different caliber of striker. And for me, I'm ready for the next step. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Should Chelsea sell Jackson this summer? Is Osimhen the dream, or are we looking somewhere else? Chelsea are still searching, but at what cost? We are still parading the striker target list. And thanks to Fabrizio, here is the latest. Chelsea remain involved in the striker market. They keep following Ekitike and more players. Plus a long-term development note. Chelsea are planning for Emega to be part of their squad from summer 2026. So let's unpack it all. This is no longer a hyped-up youngster. 15 Bundesliga goals with 8 assists, 22 goals and 12 assists across 48 appearances at Frankfurt. Top scorer in Frankfurt run to top 3 Bundesliga finish. Hitmap shows immense hard work and link-up play and a proper modern forward. Ekitike isn't a hyped name anymore. He's consistently delivering, demonstrating pace, finishing, pressing, and Liverpool and Manchester United are showing interest. And there is Emegha, 22 years old, 14 goals, 3 assists in League 1. Helped Strasbourg finish top half, qualify for Conference League, and yes, he's impressive. Yes, he's one for the future. But here's the kicker. He's not joining until summer 2026, a full season long wait. And if his role involves replacing Nicolas Jackson in the near term, that's not progress, it's a risk. So let's get this straight. Jackson out, maybe. Ekitike proven now but expensive. Emegha in 2026, long-term MVP candidate. Ekitike and Emegha, money for potential, but where is the immediate solution? Chelsea model is clearly blended with upside youth, but never to actualize ambition, and that's worrying. Because if Jackson is gone and we end up waiting on Emegha or underperforming with a maybe striker, it's a net loss. Here is the bottom line. Ekitike deserves respect. He's proven explosive. Could he lead our front line? Absolutely, if Chelsea are willing to pay big. Emegha is a future asset, but he's no short-term fix. But if Chelsea want to win now, they need a number 9 who scores clinical, automatic and relentless. That name, Victor Osimhen, Gyökeres, someone who doesn't need adapting. Just when you thought that Chelsea goalkeeping search is over, it's not. Because within the last 28 to 48 hours, we are getting pushback from inside the club. Chelsea has started thinking about goalkeeper again, mulling over option. And the agents are lining up, waiting to offer Chelsea goalkeepers while the club evaluates Maignan or other top targets. Let's unpack this chaos. This one is the headline. Chelsea hasn't given up on Maignan, AC Milan number 1. After early June talks, while personal terms were agreed, Chelsea plan to reactivate after the Club World Cup. But here is the catch. Chelsea hasn't actually reopened the talks in recent days, so it's still on hold. AC Milan are not bugging, price tag 30 million euros. They are not giving discounts. So if this happens, it will take a major push, no easy path. But according to Mad Law, via the Athletic, other goalkeepers being monitored include James Trafford, Lucas Chevelli, Boca, Emi Martinez, and Diego Costa. Let's quickly run through the top 3. At 22, Burnley's James Trafford had a championship season with 29 clean sheets. Chelsea tried to sign him last summer, even proposed a replacement for Robert Sanchez. Newcastle are still the favourites, but Chelsea remain interested. Building a British top stopper at 22, that's more blueprint than gamble. Lucas has dominated at Lille. 42 clean sheets, big Champions League game versus Real Madrid. Emmanuel Petit even compared him to Alisson. Chelsea are cycling, but so is Manchester United and Tottenham. Let's be blunt. Sanchez flashes but shaky under pressure. Petrovic is likely on his way out. Jorgensen, good backup but not starter level. I'm tired of trusting unreliable goalkeepers in high-stake games. Chelsea need a long-term number one, someone who is stable, someone who is coachable, someone you could build around. And here is my options. Maignan, proven elite, distribution elite, 30 years old, 1 year deal remaining at Milan. Trafford, English project, cheap-ish, long-term feature, Premier League ready. Maignan is still the top-tier option, but if we can strike a deal, Trafford isn't a consolation prize. He's a proper alternative. Because if Maresca's system is going to flourish, the goalkeeper can't be the weak link anymore. It's decision time. Chelsea already scouting Flamingo's right flank, and it's not a random pass. Chelsea scouts closely observed his performance yesterday and has already inquired about his contract situation. In that 3-1 loss to Flamengo, Wesley played 82 minutes, putting up a polished performance. 1 shot block, 2 interceptions, 4 tackles, not spectacular but solid and composed. His feet sharp, under control on a big stage, showing why Chelsea scouts are intrigued. With 75 appearances in all competition for Flamengo, 1 goal for that level surface. Highly active defensively, 2 tackles and 3 interceptions per game, with 84% tackle success. Exceptional dribbler, 58% successful dribble rate. Powerful and direct, he blends attack and defense nicely. Overlapping runs, cross creation, ball progression. Think of a potential synergy with Neto or Madueke. He's not flying under the radar either. A shortlist target for Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Flamengo has turned down 15 million proposal from Villa and Zenit, now holding firm for 25 million to 30 million valuation. This could be a mini bidding war, and Chelsea may have to move soon if they want it. I like what I saw. Clean positioning, brave 1v1, smart overlap, and is a sort of a fullback who can transform our right side. But the question is, can we beat City or Liverpool to the deal? And is he what Maresca wants? Wesley is a strong candidate, a dynamic young fullback with standard to break into Europe. If Chelsea really want to add another attacking dimension, this could be the one. But the competition is fierce. So the question is, will the board back it? So that's the video here. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.